When it comes to American literature, a lot of people think of, you know, Ernest Hemingway or Mark Twain. You may think of Great Expectations or Moby Dick, but the first book that I think of is The Great Gatsby. It's one of my all-time favorite books. It was written by a man named F. Scott Fitzgerald. And, I feel as though this book is one of the most important and most influential novels in American literature to this date. It's still read in high schools around the country. And it's been 86 years since it's been published, and I feel as though that has a big impact on things. And a lot of people don't know that much about F. Scott, and the truth is he had to overcome a lot of hardships throughout his entire life. And it all started when he was a young boy, growing up in St. Paul, Minnesota. Um, his father had a hard time finding work, so he moved to Buffalo, New York, um, where he transferred schools, and he tried to overcome those hardships of going back and forth between different schools, never really getting well established. Later in his life, he decided to go to Princeton to further build his reputation as a writer, where um, he wrote for the Triangle Club, writing scripts and such for that. He was overwhelmed with hardships as a writer of being poverty stricken, and he was forced to drop out, and that's where he decided to join the army. And luckily, he joined just as the war was ending. But fortunately enough for him, that's where he met his first love, Zelda. After he was just discharged from the army, he moved back to his home in St. Paul, where he tried to write his first novel. After writing his first well-known novel, which was This Side of Paradise, he became known as a sort of playboy, where that didn't really help his reputation as a writer. So he overcame that challenge as well. Later in his life, he became an alcoholic, where he moved back and forth from Paris to the United States and Paris to the United States, and he overcame that challenge too. And throughout all these challenges, he was able to create such amazing works, such as The Great Gatsby and Tender is the Night, This Side of Paradise, and even he wrote a short story called The Curious Case of Benjamin Button, which was recently made into a movie. Um, through all these struggles, I feel as though he's become one of the most influential American writers of all times. And I feel as though without him, literature may not be what it is today. And that's why I'm proud to say that he is one of my all-time favorite American writers. And